Hello, viewers, learners, students. Welcome to this session. Good morning, all of you. I am going to discuss How Free is the Press by Dorothy L. Sayers or Dorothy L. Sayers. Dorothy L. Sayers was a great crime writer, novelist, essayist, poet, dramatist, and Christian humanist. She was a prolific writer. Dorothy L. Sayers was the first woman to graduate from Oxford University, London, England. This great female author was born on 13 June 1893, Oxford, England. She left for heavenly abode on 17 December 1957 in England. Dorothy L. Sayers was a great writer. She wrote a number of books in different genres of literature, such as novel, drama, poetry, essay, and others. Among her chief books include Lord Peter, 1971, published in 1971, Gaudy Night, 1935, Whose Body, 1923, In all, she wrote 16 novels, 8 collections, 7 poems, 10 plays, 1 script, 5 letters, 6 translations. She edited 4 books. Number of non-fiction 24, miscellaneous 4. Thus, Dorothy L. Sayers wielded her pen on different genres of literature in abundance. Now let me talk about the essay How Free is the Press. In this essay, Dorothy L. Sayers discusses some important points which boggle the mind of the people of the world. These points are meaning of the freedom of the press, the position of British press, factors that determine freedom of the press, advertisers, and the interest of the proprietor or owner of the press. First of all, the writer talks about the meaning of the freedom of the press. She says that the meaning that the freedom of the press means freedom from the instructions or directions or censorship or control from the government. This is the meaning of freedom of the press in technical term. In this regard, British press is absolutely free. It enjoys vast freedom. The British press can criticize the policies and decisions of the government. It can criticize the foreign policy of the government. It can influence the public opinion. Thus, it is a threat to the government. Then Dorothy Sayers talks about the factors that determine the freedom of the press. The writer says that there are set of laws that control the freedom of the press. What are these set of laws? These sets of laws include the interest of the advertisers and the interest of the proprietor or the owner of the press. The author explains these two factors in detail, which control and determine the freedom of the press of England in particular and press of the world in general. The writer says that press gets its huge income from the advertisers. Advertisers pay the cost of the press. So, it is one of the sets of laws that control the freedom of the press, that determine the freedom of the press. A press cannot go against the interest of the advertisers, because the press gets income from the advertisers, and it is a major source of income of the press. The press keeps its price low so that it may have good circulation among the readers, among the people. So the price of the newspaper is very low. It incurs loss to the press, but it is the advertisers who compensate the loss of the press. So the interest of the advertisers, the choice of the advertisers, the will and desire of the advertisers control and determine the freedom of the press. Then the author talks about the interest of the proprietor or the owner of the press. Every proprietor or owner of the press has some wishes and desires. He wants to please the government. Therefore, the press cannot write much critically against the government, because it wants to serve the interest of himself or themselves. The writer points out that the press does not publish true news. There is falsehood in the newspapers. Most of the news items remain false. The press publishes the news without verification of the news, whether it is true or false, whether it is good or bad, because the press works under the lordship of his own interest, his own choice, his own will. The press publishes or manufactures news. It does not publish the news that is true. It manufactures the news. It cooks up the news. And this cooked up news or manufactured news grows up the sale of the newspaper. Thus, there are sets of laws that control the freedom of the press, the liberty of the press, apart from the censorship from the government. To conclude, freedom of the press is a very interesting essay that exposes the reality behind the publication of newspapers. There is garnering, there is of the news, there is news mongering in the newspaper, because the press thinks, or the press takes the people for granted. So the press thinks that whatever publishes in the newspapers will take them true in letter and a spirit. The message of the author is that the readers of the newspaper must read news opening their eyes and verifying the facts and figures of the newspapers. Thanks.